What's up, guys? Welcome back to my channel. Welcome back. Welcome back. I'm excited. I'm losing weight. It's working. Like I knew that it would. Like it's worked before. Anyway, so today I came to you guys to tell you that I am losing weight on the ketogenic diet. It's been 15 days. I've lost 10 pounds in 15 days. Anyway, okay, before we get started in this video, I want to update you on how I did it, but I also want to show you guys a few things that I have every day since I've started this diet. Stuff that I actually look forward to. So they're not necessarily meals, and I don't want to call them snacks, but they're just things that I eat to get through the day because I try to incorporate some fasting with this diet, and I think that's why I've been so successful at this point. So first of all, I want to say, if you are considering going on a ketogenic diet and you are diabetic or you do not have a gallbladder, I highly recommend you see a primary physician. I recommend you seeing your doctor anyway, because it's not like it's extreme, but you're changing your body's composition. So some people may be sensitive to that. I just see a doctor. So moving right along, let's get into this video. Before we get into this video, don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Now let's get into this video. Okay, so like I said earlier, I started the ketogenic diet actually 16 days ago. Just cutting carbs down to about 20 grams because that's what I did previously. 20 grams a day. And I have lost 10 pounds in 16 days today. And I am so excited. My birthday's right around the corner. So I got like one more month to try to shed a little bit more weight. So I am super excited, if you can't tell. Okay, so I started at 178 and today I'm 168. I cannot believe it. So what I've been doing is I have been testing regularly. I started out testing my urine with the urine strips, and now I am testing with the glucometer, which is testing my blood. And I'm testing 2 hours after I wake up in the morning, whether I have worked out or if I haven't. And I'm testing another 2 hours after I have my first big meal. Because in the mornings, I always have a bulletproof coffee, but I do that after I work out, if I work out. And then I wait 2 hours later, and then I'll have my second meal. Always logging into the Card Manager app as well. So moving to what some of the things that I have, what I've done to accomplish this. So first of all, I measure everything on my food scale here. Okay, and these are super cheap. You can get them anywhere. Just Amazon, Walmart, super easy, and they have all the units corresponding with the app, so it's very, very convenient. I know it seems tedious, but once you get in the swing of things, it's really, really good. Okay, so the first thing I want to show you is that around, let's say around like 11 to noon, I will make a iced coffee, and I'll start with like 6 to 8 ounces of black, just regular brewed coffee. And then I'll put 2 tablespoons of heavy whipping cream into this coffee, because that's my fats. I'm constantly adding fats. That's super important, right? That's the whole point in this diet. The low carb, moderate protein, high fat diet, ketogenic diet. You've got to add fats, okay? And then I will add a half of the Premier Protein Cafe Latte, excuse my nails, Cafe Latte protein shake, okay? I'll add half of that to this drink, okay? And then I'll add a teaspoon of instant coffee. And I don't know why, but this just like sets this drink off. It really sets this drink off. It's pretty chula. This is my daughter, my baby girl, showing me her hair. She's transitioned. Well, she's transitioned to natural. She's having fun. I'm sorry about that. But I will add a teaspoon of instant coffee to this. And I don't know why, it's super creamy, it's so good, and I just add ice. Now I've had mine for today, so I'm gonna just cap this off to either have it a little bit later or maybe have it tomorrow. And it's good the next day, because the one I had today was I made it yesterday. Okay, now the next staple food I would like to show you all is a yogurt bowl. A yogurt bowl. Let me get you guys a little bit closer so you can get this. Okay, so this yogurt bowl here, I use the Faye, I don't know how to pronounce this. I use this. I typically do 5% fat, milk fat, but I've got the 0%. I ran out of the 5% yesterday, but get 5%. Get 5% so you can get your fat in on this. But we're gonna get our fat in regardless. But I like the 5% better. But I picked up the 0% just to try it, and I do 1/3 cup of 1/3 cup. Sorry. Of this yogurt. I'm stirring it up because the whey is on top. You know how I get that liquid on top? Protein. Okay. And I'm going to use my food scale here. This would be my container I use for weighing. I'm going to tear my container out. And I'm going to do it in grams because it's much easier. So I think this is like 170 grams per 3/4 cup. So change my units to grams. Okay, I'm gonna do 170 grams of this. You guys are gonna love me for this. If you like yogurt or if you like cheesecake, you're gonna like this. It doesn't taste like cheesecake, but it's a good, it satisfies you like cheesecake. You get that cheese taste. Okay, does it taste like cheese? It's sweet, it tastes like cheesecake, a little bit. Okay, so 170 grams of your yogurt, plain yogurt. And then you're gonna do 1 ounce of Philadelphia cream cheese. So I'm gonna change my units. Tear my container back out because I had some residual yogurt. Put 1 ounce in there. There we go, 1.1. So we're gonna put our cream cheese in there. And if your cream cheese is in room temperature, then you can always just pop it in a microwave for a little bit, okay? And before I add my other ingredients, I'm gonna go ahead and sweeten it with liquid stevia, okay? Dang, it's hard. Okay, here we go. And I'll do 8 drops of this. However much, 8 works for me. You may need 10. Go ahead and do what you need to make it taste good. Okay. So we got that in there. I'm gonna mix it up. Mix it up good. You don't want to get a mouthful of sweetener. Look, it's nice and creamy. Let me see. It's creamy. And then we're going to add a serving of these, I got yogurt on my hands. A serving of these Bake Believe semi-sweet morsels by Bake Believe, okay? So we're gonna do 15 grams because that's equal to a tablespoon. Make sure I got the right units on here. I'm using the units I'm comfortable with different things. You do what you're comfortable with. Okay? And it's quite a bit. Put your morsels in there. Make sure I get all of that. And then I'm going to do a half a serving of pecan. You don't have to do pecan. You could do walnuts. You could do macadamia nuts. You could even do pistachio. Just be careful. Just watch the carbs on it. So that's why I use pecan. They're fatty. Not many carbs because they have the fibers in them to cancel out the majority of them. So we're gonna do 14 grams. 14 grams. So that's half a serving. And I like to break them up a little bit. So 14 grams of pecan in this, and pop that in your bowl, and you're done. And this is so filling. Oh my goodness. It is so filling. Let me know what you guys think. Come back and talk to me. All right, maybe I'll show you guys how I make my ice cream next time and show you a few meals as well. The meals will take a lot longer to film, so I've been kind of like waiting to do those because I'm trying to get like the most important stuff out to you all as I go through this journey. Okay, my next staple food are these. Now, I know when you Google ketogenic recipes, you see these a lot. There's a reason for that. They're high in fat, they're high in protein, and you can use them like chips. So I'll dip this into like guacamole. That's my favorite. My second favorite is spinach and artichoke dip. That's my second favorite. And my wife, she does tuna, and it's pretty good. I'm not super big on tuna, but that's a good protein. That's a good way to get your protein in. So that's another hack there. And then lastly, I drink this. When I want something refreshing, this ginger Sprite is new. Oh my God. If you like Moscow mules, or if you like ginger drinks, this, and then I take wellness shots every day, ginger shots, and I'll add like an ounce of the ginger juice. It's always previously juiced. My daughter usually does it once a week. My daughter Kelly. I have 3 daughters, but I add 1 ounce of ginger juice to this on the rocks or over ice, if you don't know what that means. And then I'll squeeze a half of a lemon or a fourth of a lemon, depending on how much I fix. And I'll drink that. And sometimes I'll add rum to that, just the regular Bacardi rum. Let me show you the rum, because every time I say Bacardi, I'm like, which Bacardi? Bacardi, don't get Bacardi Limon, don't get all the flavored ones. You have to, if you're doing keto, you have to be mindful of that, and you gotta get the superior. Okay, you can add this to this concoction here. And I'm telling you, it is so good. You're going to love me for that. If you drink alcohol, you're going to love me for that. Now, I will only have this once a week, and you could probably have 2 and it not affect you. It does not raise my glucose, though. And that's why I chose this. Not a big rum person, actually like Crown, but this drink has been a savior for me, because I was like, how am I going to do this without drinking? But so, yeah, pick it up if this is your type of thing. Okay. All right. So that's it. That's all I have for you guys, other than just encouraging you to keep pushing, ask questions. Make sure you are testing, because you will not know where you are if you don't test. Some of these keto prepackaged foods, even some of the foods that you're making, you think they don't have carbs in them, or sometimes it's not always about the carbs. Mostly it's about the carbs, the obvious, but some things affect people differently. So that's why I highly recommend testing. Now, you don't have to go out and buy the most expensive glucometer, and you don't even have to necessarily do the keto part of the glucometer, like the Keto Mojo. I have the Keto Mojo, so you could get the glucose strips and the keto strips and use it with the same monitor. You do not have to do that, but they do have a discount right now. I think they're like $59, and you can get 10 strips for each one. But anyway, you don't have to test to do this diet, but I highly recommend it. Like I said, I lost 10 pounds in 15 days. to me, that's enough proof. Testing is very powerful. Had I not done that, I probably would have ate some of these pre-packaged keto, what they call it, androgynous keto. And not saying that stuff don't work. I'm just saying sometimes this pre-packaged stuff has hidden carbs in it, and it shoots your glucose up, and then you're wondering why are my ketones not popping, okay? So it's very important to test your ketones. And I said this in a previous video, but I'm gonna reiterate it because it's super important. The first week of keto, the urine strips are fine, even going into the second week. But once you start seeing a decline in your ketones on your strips and you have not changed your diet, okay, you go from having good ketone readings on your strips to your ketone strips are declining, like your levels are declining of ketones. That usually means that because you've depleted all the overspill of the ketones out of your liver and into your urine, to where it's time to start testing your blood, because it's in your blood, and more than likely you're becoming keto adapted, which is exactly what you want, exactly where you want to be. But you want to monitor that, okay? Because you're not technically in ketosis, nutritional ketosis, until it's in your blood at a certain level, and that level is 0.5 to 3, and anything beyond 3 is excessive and can be dangerous. But 0.5 to 3 millimoles per liter, that's your range in your blood. That's what you should be measuring. That's what you should be tracking. And you should be, initially you should be tracking it frequently, okay? And you should be documenting it so you can see, okay, I ate this that day, I did, okay, let me look at my carb manager app, I ate that on that day at that time, and this for lunch, and it will tell you all your data points will tell you exactly what you're doing wrong, so you can make the adjustments right away, so you're not spending all this time eating this diet and you're doing it completely wrong. I hope this helps you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for going on this journey with me. It's been very inspiring me. It's keeping me on track. I know it's only been 15 days. I feel amazing. I have all that energy they talk about already. I have that brain clarity that they talk about. So if you try this diet, you will love it. You will love the diet. You just got to get through that rough week and a half or so, okay? And don't forget to test. And don't forget to log into your carb app. All right, guys, until next time. See you later. Bye.